To move on, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Architect Ferdinand Corpus, the immediate past president, for the valedictory address.
My dear fellows, it was a great honor and privilege to be the president of United Architects of the Philippines, UAP, Eastern Province for the year 2019-2020, which certainly would not have been possible without the support and trust of my fellow architects. It has been an exciting year for me as president of our organization here at Eastern region of Saudi Arabia, and in which year I am happy to say we were able to accomplish a lot. All the hard work we put in has been recognized by our DD President, Architect Jose Bulaong Hipolito, our District Director, and our Mother Chapter District A4, and UAP National by receiving a monthly certificate of appreciation issued by Architect Romy Yumang, the UAP Secretary General of UAP National, and signed by Architect Benjamin K. Panganiban Jr., the UAP National President. As the proud president that I am, I would like to highlight the above-mentioned accomplishment by providing a complete monthly report that you may find on our UAP website. With the new normal caused by pandemic that affect not just us architects but also everyone around the globe, I would like to present you the following line to think about. Let us fight this pandemic and focus on serving not just our fellow architects but also those around us with love and dedication without compromising our safety. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.
Thank you, Architect Ramon Ferdinand Corpus. To move on, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Architect Jose Carolungan, District Director, Area 4, for the turnover of gavel and acceptance.
Can you hear me?
Yes?
Good afternoon, everybody. May I call on the outgoing president?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And may I check if the incoming president has the gavel?
Yes, I have.
Very good. Okay. For the outgoing president, kindly follow after me. Madam President,
Madam President,
I now turn over to you this gavel
I now turn over to you this gavel
as a symbol of authority
as a symbol of authority
to preside over the affairs of the chapter.
to preside over the affair of the chapter.
May you use this gavel
May you use this gavel
to conduct your chapter with fairness,
to conduct your chapter with fairness,
justice,
justice,
and equality to all members.
and equality to all members.
May the great architect in heaven guide you.
May the great architect in heaven guide you.
Good luck and carry on.
Good luck and carry on.
Now may I call on the incoming president to repeat after me. I, with great honor and privilege,
I, with great honor and privilege,
do hereby accept this gavel,
do hereby accept this gavel,
the symbol of authority
the symbol of authority,
shall be used to govern my chapter
shall be used to govern my chapter
with fairness, justice, and equality.
with fairness, justice, and equality.
I will always preside in my chapter
I will always preside in my chapter
in accordance with the framework
in accordance with the framework
of the UAP bylaws and its policy,
of the UAP bylaws and its policy,
rules and regulations.
rules and regulations.
You may now strike the gavel twice. Congratulations, Madam President.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Thank you, Architect Ramon Carolungan. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Architect Geraldine G. Sueli, Chapter President for the President Inaugural Address.
Speechless. Biglang naging speechless ako. Well, I'd like to welcome everyone in this large room, actually. I'd like to welcome the BP, our National Executive Vice President, Architect Armando Eugen de Guzman. I was not able to welcome here earlier. And also, Secretary General Architect Jonathan B. Manalat. Secretary, welcome po. And
Yes,
also
thank you.
some of the chapter presidents from the MENA, Architect Christian Basket, I saw him. And I saw also Architect Rod Raffles from Kuwait.
Evening.
Thank you, my co-CPs, for the support. It has been 5 months since the election took place. Actually, it's last February. And a decade for me to finally decide to hold the first position in the UAP KSA EPC since its chartering on August 15, 2009. I'm part of the charter members, of the 23 members. I have landed on to different positions, from being a director, an auditor, a secretary, a vice president, and now the first lady president of the chapter. It took so much time, as many has been the struggle of your humble servant, from building up my own family to setting up my own career in this strange land dominated by men. Obviously, now you're all men. And I believe I surpassed everything, all because of God's grace. But I guess that's not the end of the challenge, as we are now being confronted with this new era of time they refer to as the new normal due to the pandemic. This term will be the first to implement social distancing and health safety. Thus, all activities will be in consideration to these two prime requirements of the era. While the lockdowns are going on in the past months, I get to reflect on what it is going to be on this term, with a side question on my mind actually. Why in my term that all of these things is happening? I was expecting really a better scenario actually. Well, I don't know. I believe this will be the better scenario. Maybe because I am a mom. Maybe moms are well known to take care with much virtue of patience. But of course, I also recognize the father, the dads here. But what is certain, and I believe that everything will still depend on God's grace. I have this faith that this term will surpass all the challenges of the new normal with His help, through everyone's caring heart for the profession and to one another. As the platform of government calls for the empowerment of each architect in UAP KSA EPC, and also in alignment with the national, with the UAP National's theme, which is members first, good governance, and noble leadership. It is our prime goal is for the professional nourishment of knowledge and skills will be the main goal of this term, and become brattled. So one of the projects that we are looking at are the Oplan Balik Eskwela, which we have started last year during my term as a vice president with the support of the president, Architect Ferdinand Corpus. So we will be having series of webinars this year also. And then we will have the virtual library, which was proposed by the past president, Geoff Assis. We'll be having ebooks, databases, e-journals, reference books, tutorials, subject guides, and other services actually. And then we will be supporting the architects that are ready for ASEAN Registry, the College of Fellows, and other accreditations available so that these architects will be able to level up on their profession. The number 2, we also cares. UAP KSA cares for fellow architects and for others. So we will be having, actually this is this is not so much for the UAP Dubai. I believe they are free, but for us we need a certain amount here in KSA. So we will be having 50% discount on monthly dues from 25 to 1250 SR. And we'll be having Balik UAP EPC program for the inactive members. We'll have 50% payment for the unpaid dues. Actually, it will begin from 27, no longer from 2009, since it is the only record that we have. So it will be more less, so lesser payments. So next, these payments, we'll be having also job postings for architects in alignment actually with some of the MENA chapter presidents that they are proposing also to post in one portal actually all the job postings, the e-trabajo program. And then we will be also having the hub for business entrepreneurs. We have this portal, the eBenta, UAP KSA eBenta, where all the business entrepreneurs will post their businesses. And then we will also be having, this one was already started last year for me as being the vice president. Last year we have the Brothers Keeper program. The architects that are working with no pay and in an exit status, we are trying to help them through the finances that we have in our fund, or also from getting donations from the other architects that are willing to help as well. So that's the reason why we have to maintain a certain amount in our chapter to reach out this less fortunate or not or differently abled, or is it differently, or the less fortunate architects that we have here in the kingdom, in the Eastern in particular. And then next, we would like also to help the non-architects that are really in need, especially here, the OFWs, the distress. So we will have outreach programs. We call this program UAP Kaisa, UAP Kaisa, KSA. So we'll have these outreach programs and the community service. And then the third one, UAP cares for architects' well-being. So we all know that it's really not only on the physical, but on the well-being as a whole that we care also. So we will be having this virtual online tambayan. So this was also proposed by one of the President Geoff Assis. Thank you for that mind. The virtual tambayan will be meeting regularly, so we will have the chance to kumusta each other and know the well-being of each other. So we'll not be missing one another and think of doing something that is not good for our health. So this will be a good venue for all of us to get in touch and make sure that everyone is good. So, and then the third one, of course, are the regular services that we have. The fourth one, I mean. So these are, of course, the renewal of the membership, renewal of YAPOA, renewal of PRC license through UAP National. So that's it. Let me end this by saying that I have great belief in the power of unity that it is in us as a chapter, and the resilience that we have in every situation that may come. The unique spirit that we have as Filipino architects will definitely bring us to another level of success, surpassing the challenges of time. Mabuhay ang UAP KSA EPC at ang mga arkitektong Filipino na bumubuo nito. Proud to be a Filipino architect here in KSA Eastern. Mabuhay tayong lahat.
Mabuhay!
A warm round of applause to Architect Geraldine. Thank you, Architect G.